There are a lot of birds around, right? Birds are still migrating. There are Canada geese, for example, that hang around all year, and they often are around parks and roads and other places where people frequent as well. You want to really stay away from them to the best you can, especially if they look sick, but even if they don't. Be careful that you're not, contaminating your shoes with their feces and washing off your shoes if they do get contaminated. And just, be aware that you really don't want to be within 6 feet of any wild bird, and certainly not if they look sick. There are certain things that you really don't need to be concerned about. One is the food that you buy in the store. The chickens, the eggs, the pasteurized milk, all of that has been shown to be safe. There's no evidence that any H5N1 has entered the food supply. When pasteurized milk has been tested, they have found viral particles, but they've never found infectious virus. Certainly, if you're buying chicken or eggs, I would recommend that you cook them thoroughly, which I would recommend anyway, just so that you don't catch other things like salmonella or other diseases that can be spread via undercooked food. H5N1 is spread most efficiently by waterfowl, so I think about geese, ducks. If you have a backyard bird feeder, the types of birds that visit bird feeders like cardinals or sparrows, they don't typically get bird flu, but that doesn't mean that they can't. If you see birds that look sick, you definitely don't want to help them or touch them in any way. But it is okay to have your backyard bird feeder. Now, if you also have a backyard flock of geese or ducks or chickens, you want to be very careful that you're not allowing those birds to intermingle with wild birds. And so whether that means keeping them covered, making sure their water and food supply don't get contaminated from wild birds, you want to really do everything you can to protect your backyard flock. If you are a hunter, obviously you're going to be touching dead birds, but you really want to be aware, watching out for birds that look sick and staying away from them, reporting them to your local environmental agency. I would wear gloves when I was handling any bird carcasses, and just make sure that you're washing your hands really well. But it certainly is still okay to hunt at this point.